The term inflation is from the Latin term inflare, meaning to blow up or inflate. It was first used in a monetary sense in 1838 to describe an increase in the amount of money. Today, economists argue over the definition of inflation, but generally agree that it means a continued rise in prices while the value of money declines. When gold was used as a currency, inflation could still occur if the government diluted the gold with other types of metals such as silver, copper, or lead in order to increase the money supply. As the value of each coin lessened, consumers would need more of them to buy services and goods. Some countries have fallen victim to hyperinflation. Hyperinflation is when prices rise at phenomenal rates in short periods of time, making money worthless. The most common examples of hyperinflation are Hungary and Germany after World War II. The post-World War II hyperinflation of Hungary holds the record for the most rapid monthly inflation increase ever. In July 1946, prices doubled every 13 and a half hours. The most current example of hyperinflation is Zimbabwe. The Zimbabwean dollar banknote holds the record for the greatest number of zeros shown, $100 trillion. Hungary holds the record for the largest banknote ever issued, but its banknote did not depict all of the zeros. The amount was spelled out. The first country to hyperinflate in the 21st century has been Zimbabwe. In 2008, a loaf of bread cost 1.6 trillion Zimbabwean dollars. Officials in Zimbabwe blame it on rising global food prices and international sanctions.
Did your grandmother ever complain about how
the milk price when I was your age was only 50 cents a gallon? These prices are ridiculous!
Well, that's because of inflation. Like Sarah said before, inflation is the loss of monetary value of goods.
But before we get into the sophisticated stuff, let's see some other stuff.
Here's $50 to spend on yourself, and don't forget to pay for the electric bill.
Okay, I'll be back. Woo, so much money. I'm gonna get this and this. Here you go. Here you go.
Okay, have a good day.
Thank you. Ooh, I like this. Oh, no, I like this. I like this. Ooh, these are nice too. Okay.
That'll be $16.95.
Damn, here you go.
Have a good day, ma'am.
Thank you.
What you guys just saw is a minuscule idea of what your grandma spoke about.
So what's the big picture?
Let's start with CPI. First, we're going to define CPI. CPI is the average price of goods and services purchased by the typical urban family of four. In essence, it gives the government an idea of what the average family consumes.
How is it calculated?
Well, the way CPI is calculated is the expenditures of the basket in the current year divided by the expenditures of the basket in the base year, and you multiply all of that by 100. So let's start with an example. So the items we had previously were sweaters, pants, and t-shirts. We have two different times, 1985, which will be our base year, and 2013, which is our current year. So each item has the same quantity for both years. So the quantity for sweaters would be 3, the quantities for pants would be 5, and the quantities for t-shirts would be 4. So what we do is we multiply the quantity times the price, and that's what we show down here. So for the sweaters, it would be 3 times 5 plus 5 times 10, which is for the pants, and 4 times 2, which is for the t-shirts. That all gives us 73. Then for 2013, the price is 20, so 3 times 20, and then we have for the pants 5 times 30, and for the t-shirts 4 times 10. That all equals 250. So the current year would be 250, and the base year would be 73, and we multiply that all by 100, and that will give us 342.46, which is the CPI for that year.
So how do we figure out if Grandma was exaggerating?
Good question. The way we figure it out is by figuring out the value of today. So for example, we would have the value of earlier time, and we will multiply by the CPI of today and the CPI of earlier time. So let's make the value of today X. So we will have, for example, we use pants. So the pants were $10 in 1985. Then we would do the CPI of today, and that was 342.46. And the CPI of earlier time was 100. We divided, and we get that X would be 34.25.
Oh, I get it now.
Oh!